Hey everyone, so the topic that I am going to discuss is all about market sizing. Market sizing. The market size refers to the aggregate number of possible buyers of a product and or service in an industry and the aggregate revenue that these sales may produce over the course of a year. So, market size is mao ni siya ang total number of possible buyers sa usa ka product or service sa usa ka industry. Then, it is vital and beneficial to know the possible market size prior to the introduction of a new product and a new product line or new line of business. So, the market size is divided into four broad categories: the TAM, SUM, and the napay usa katong potential available market nga wa napil diri sa picture. So, kani. Number 1 kay ang potential available market. So, potential available market is the total possible value that represents the global market of products and or services sold over a definite time frame without any limits of geography and other factors. This assumes the 100% market share. So, potential available market kay mao ni siya ang posible nga value nga mag-represent globally sa usa ka product. Then, kuha ni siya og 100% sa market share. Then, next is we have the total addressable market or TAM. This is the potential value of product and or service sold to a particular customer segment. This shows the number of customers in the core market around the world who are in need of the entrepreneur's product and or service offering tone to the competition. So, kaning TAM pod kay mao po ni siya ang potential nga value sa usa ka product or service nga gi-offer sa usa ka customer segment. Then, diri po nato makita kung pila ka consumer ang nagkinahanglan sa product nga gi-offer sa usa ka entrepreneur or usa ka business. Then, next is the serviceable available market or SAM. So, this is the subset customer of the total addressable market. So, kuan rin siya, subset ni siya sa katong ganina nga total addressable market, who can be reached and ready to buy goods or services using one revenue stream or channel. So, sa serviceable available market, kay kuan ni siya kanang usa ra ka revenue ang iyang gigamit. Then, next is the serviceable obtainable market or the SUM. This is the subset of the SUM. Subset po ni siya sa SUM that will realistically get to use a product and or avail of the service. This is the target market who the entrepreneur shall primarily sell to. So, kaning diri sa serviceable obtainable market kay diri nato makita ang target market nga dapat ibaligyaan sa mga entrepreneur. Unya, here there is much consideration sa iyang strategic development of the market and the entrepreneur's action. Kay diri man nato makita ang mga target market nga dapat natong ma-obtain sa usa ka business. Then, we have also the market sizing approaches. So, there are two ways to sizing a market, which are the top-down analysis or bottom-up analysis. In order to guarantee the correct reliability of the data and identify any areas that will need more research for understanding, the combination of these approaches is recommended. So first is the top-down. So this type of sizing is normally completed by using demographics such as company size, industry type, location, population, age, income, and others. So it requires the determination of an existing dependable top-line demand estimate. For this estimate, there are several sources that the entrepreneur can turn to. Of course, each has its own pluses and minuses that need to be well adjusted in the performances of this analysis. So, multi-client research from publishers. So there are a lot of publishers on the market selling products with different range, underlying research and accuracy such as the Free Dunya Group, Package Fox, and Simba Information. Hence, if the entrepreneur decides to use this method, he must get his information from reliable sources, which is the marketresearch.com, which consists of those publishing brands mentioned above. So the pluses is often the quickest way to get an estimate demand. Then its minuses are multi-client studies are intended to provide a broad overview of large industries, and the scope and segment definitions in multi-client studies may not align with those desired. So, mao to siya. Then, next is the apparent consumptions calculated from government production and trade statistics. So, there are dependable industry shipment or production statistics and import or export data for a given industry using sources such as Philippines Trade Data, Philippine Statistics Authority, Foreign Trade Statistics of the Philippines, and even the Department of Trade and Industry. So it is possible to estimate demand through estimating apparent consumption. So the formula for this is apparent consumption equals domestic production minus exports plus imports. Then its pluses and minuses are the following. So the first one, the pluses. So government and trade statistics are widely available. And government statistics bureaus are trusted sources of data. And government statistics bureaus are trusted sources of data. Then minuses. Multi-client studies are intended to provide broad overview of large industries, and the scope and segment definitions in multi-client studies may not align with those desired. And lastly, trade codes for product classifications may vary by country. The next is a production census of leading suppliers in markets with a concentrated supply base. So when the supply base consists of only few suppliers, such that they are less than 10, top-line demand estimates can be established easily by adding all the sales or production of leading manufacturers of the product being studied. Then, its pluses are a good method for estimating demand when no other top-line estimates exist. The market does not lend itself to bottom-up analysis, and the supply base is concentrated. And it provides a way to cross-check estimates derived from other top-down approaches or those derived through bottom-up analysis. Then minuses. It may be dependent on information obtained from primary research. Given the sensitive nature of sales information, there is a risk respondent will not provide this information. And Data availability may be limited when the leading suppliers are privately held companies or small divisions within large publicly held companies. Then next, we have the bottom up. So the bottom up is only considered if there are no dependable sources of top-line demand present. However, if this approach can give a more dependable estimate through analysis of product consumption in relation to the direct indicator, the product being consumed, then this can be useful. So compared to a top-down methodology, this approach can be more time-consuming. It is also sensitive in the face of small assumptions that falls through the analysis. In this method, an entrepreneur may be able to make extrapolation until he reaches an applicable scale. Then here are two examples of how an entrepreneur can arrive at a market size estimate using a bottom-up approach. So the product, we have here an example of bottom-up approach. So the product is Windows. So its indicator is during 2017, 1,200 new homes were constructed in the US. Then assumption, newly constructed homes require in average 15 windows each. Then demand estimate, demand for windows was some 18 million units in 2017. Then another product is paper towels. So in 2017, there are 240,000 quick service restaurants. Then assumption, an average quick service restaurant spends $500 per year on paper towels. Then demand estimate, demand for paper towels used in quick service restaurants was some 120 million in 2017. So, it is actually recommendable to use both approaches in solving a problem, although often they generate dissimilar results. However, said results must be close enough to offer a more precise solution. So that's all for my topic. Thank you for listening.